Got my cats, Gary and Chrissy. Got my mama and daddy too. Got my brothers, Dylan and Ethan. My grandma, my cousins too. It's the family channel all day. We're gonna have some fun today. It's the family.
Good morning, guys. Welcome back to our channel. Today's video is going to be for my mother. It's going to be a story time. It's going to be about my mom because today is her birthday. January 28th. She would have been 68 years old today. So I was talking to my sister last night, and we were talking about some of the, things that we had done and, with mom and stuff, and I thought I would share some of it. I remember one time when me and my sister took my mother to the dentist, and they were asking her if she was, allergic to any of the medications or anything like that, and my mom said that she was allergic to cocaine. And the nurse just busted out laughing, and she was like, well, I hope you were. Me and my sister had to leave. Like, me and April had to walk out the room because I was laughing so hard. When we were still doing college, she called the college for something, and she was leaving a message, and she said, my name is Deborah Hale. My number is 236-1187. Amen. And again, she didn't understand why me and April were laughing. And I was like, Mama, they're going to think you're really, really, really religious because you said amen. April used to go and she would get on the floor and crawl in Mama's room, and she would just go, hi. And every time Mama would bust out laughing. Every time. She loved the Property Brothers. She would watch them. It didn't matter how many times she had seen the episode. She was watching it. She loved them. People used to think it was pretty cool because she would go to concerts with us. She saw My Kim with us. She's seen the U's with us. She went to Warped Tour with us. She's seen Good Charlotte with us. She's seen Nest. She's seen Fall Out Boy. She's seen All American Rejects. Matchstick Romance. I'm pretty sure there was a few more. Sweet Encore. Like I said, there's a bunch more that I can't really think of off the top of my head. But she loved going to concerts. She would go with us every time that we would go. One time, my dad had a great sense of humor, and he called my mother in the kitchen with him. So she comes in the kitchen and everything, and she's standing beside my dad, and he keeps looking at the top of her head, and she's thinking, okay, there's something in my hair or something, and he looked at her and he said, damn, you're short. Scared her to death because she didn't know what was going on. Then one time he had the remote control up to his ear, and Mama came in the kitchen, and at that time we were living in a trailer, and there was no, the kitchen and the living room weren't separate. You could see from the living room, you could see the kitchen, and he was talking on the remote control, and he said, Debbie, it's for you. And bless her heart, she went over there and grabbed it. Didn't even realize that it was the remote. She would tickle me because she would be sitting in her chair, and all of a sudden you'd look at her and she'd be going like this. And I was being a smart butt one time, and I was like, Mama, you still have 5 fingers on each hand. I'm not counting my fingers. I'm not counting my fingers. I said, okay, then what are you doing? She said, my rings are sparkling. It took a lot to make my mom mad. And when she got mad, sometimes she would, let a cuss word fly here and there. But when she did, it was kind of funny because she didn't say it loud. It was just kind of like, and she kind of like say it low, like she didn't want to say it, This was kind of funny because, she was an adult. She could say what she wanted to say. But yeah, she would keep it low. And we thought that was kind of cute. My mom was an incredible woman. Probably my best friend. We did everything together. I didn't have my license for a while, so she had to go with me to, babysit and stuff like that. And even when I got my license, I would still, tell her to come with me. And on payday, after all our bills were paid, we would take a little bit of money and go shopping and go out to eat at least once a month. And I remember, she loved going to Walmart. And you could always tell where she was. I could never lose her in a crowd because, she was a breast cancer survivor. So she had the pink hats, the pink shirt, the pink pants, everything. So anytime I would, lose her in a crowd, I could always spot her because she was always wearing pink. She was, she was an incredible woman. After, my dad died, it was just me and her for a little bit. After we moved in with my grandfather, but then after he passed away, it was just me and my mom. And, I like to think that I took care of her. I wasn't always the best daughter, but I like to think that, I did take care of her. And when I lost her, I lost a part of myself. I literally lost my best friend. And I didn't think I was going to get through it. Because, losing my dad was hard. But I had my mom, to stay strong for her. But when she passed away, it took me a long time to be able to go through a day without crying. But yeah, I just wanted to make a little video and, let everybody know what kind of woman she was. And, that I consider myself lucky that she was my mom. So, happy birthday, Mama. I love you. And I miss you. And I hope you guys like this video. And if you do, make sure you give it a big thumbs up. Leave us a comment down below. Subscribe if you haven't already. And we'll see you in the next video. Bye, guys.